Far away to the north of John O'Groats, as far north of London as St. Petersburg, these are the 100 islands of Shetland, scattered over the ocean where the North Sea meets the Atlantic. This is where the Shetland ponies come from, and real Fair Isle sweaters, and the world-famous Shetland fiddle music. It is part of the United Kingdom, but to British visitors, it's a bit like going abroad without needing a passport. Every year more travellers discover our friendly, beautiful islands, and every year more and more of them find one visit's nothing like enough to explore this surprisingly busy place with its teeming wildlife, spectacular coastline and thousands of archaeological sites. Shetland's 22,000 people live on just 15 of the larger islands. Half of us live within 10 miles of Lerwick, the only town. So there's plenty of space for 250,000 sheep, 1 million seabirds, thousands of seals and hundreds of otters. In fact, it's the best place in Europe to watch seabirds, seals and otters in the wild. Surrounded by fishing grounds and oil and gas fields, Shetlanders have enjoyed almost Scandinavian prosperity for the past quarter of a century, and also managed to keep this precious environment largely unspoiled. Shetland's an intriguing mixture of Scotland and Scandinavia. For 6 centuries, the islands were a province of Norway, until 1469, when they were mortgaged to Scotland as part of a royal wedding dowry, commemorated here in Lerwick Town Hall's stained glass windows. The pledge was never redeemed, and the islanders remained in pawn. But they continued to speak a form of Old Norse until about 1700, and the modern Shetland dialect of Scots has hundreds of Norwegian words, still in daily use when talking about wildlife, farming, fishing, boats, the sea and the weather.
Fair Isle, southwest 4 or 5, decreasing 3 or 4 for a time, occasional drizzle, moderate or good.
Viking boat designs, fire festivals and fiddle music remind us that over 1,000 years ago, Shetland was the first stepping stone on the Viking invasions of Scotland, Ireland, Iceland and even Greenland. These ancient links with Norway were strengthened during the Second World War, when Shetland was the secret base for Norwegian resistance fighters raiding their Nazi-occupied homeland. A thought-provoking little museum here in the village of Scalloway records this saga of courage and endurance. For hundreds of years, the islanders were cut off from the outside world for months every winter. But these days it's easy to get here all year round, with daily flights from Glasgow, Edinburgh and Aberdeen, and in summer you can fly direct to Shetland from London. Comfortable ferries sail from Aberdeen to Lerwick 7 nights a week, and many visitors prefer this leisurely way to reach Britain's furthest north.
Dash, the moon seems fast. It's a board that's firm and able. Through a window I can see the sky. I'm sheltered, strong and stable. My spirit rise to greet the night. Me in a beaming, and what's this tide that moves inside, that's dancing once is gleaming, and if there should be a life place to keep, that's me.
Once you're here, a network of well-maintained roads, inter-island ferries and bridges makes Shetland really easy to explore by car from Lerwick. It's also grand walking country. We have about 900 miles of coastline and over 500 square miles of open countryside, most of it accessible to hikers. Oh, by the way, for your first few days in Shetland, you may feel very tired by the evening, whether you're driving or walking. Don't worry, it's just what we call Shetlag, caused by that amazingly fresh air blown all the way from Hudson Bay. Shetland lies in the track of the Atlantic Depression, so our summers are usually showery, bright and cool. The winters are dark and wild, but also quite mild. The climate's much warmer than southern Greenland, which lies on the same 60th parallel of latitude. On fine days, which can happen any time of year, the islands appear idyllic. In winter gales, they're awe-inspiring. Because we're so far north, for 8 weeks around midsummer, Shetland enjoys what's called the simmer dim, or summer twilight, when the sun only dips below the northern horizon for a few hours. In fine weather, we can have almost 19 hours of sunshine a day, and sometimes we play golf at midnight. Many visitors make their first trip to Shetland to see the wildlife. One of the best places to see seals is the island of Musa. At some other good seal watching spots, you can actually park right next to them. In fact, a car makes a very effective hide. Some of our seals are very tame indeed, thanks to their habit of following fishing boats, looking for a free lunch. Lerwick Harbour is one of the best places in the world to see them close up. Oh, and they really do sing, although the mournful sound they make isn't music to every ear. We had one visitor complain they kept her awake.